Hello, everyone. Good day. Welcome to the Marketing Backstage, an event hosted by Rock Content. It's a pleasure to have you all here with us. Uh, Let me introduce myself. But before this, please, I would like to ask you guys in the comments. Please tell me where you guys from. If you ever have used AI for any of your tasks. Okay, welcome people just joining us now. You're welcome as well. This is me. I'm Daniel. I'm a rock content data scientist. I've been here for maybe a couple of years. I just rock content to address decisions, help to design experiments, design A/B tests, design hypotheses about our business, and of course for product development. Something I have to tell you guys, I am a massive Grey's Anatomy fan. I love the series. I consider myself as a medic just because of the television joke. I also have a lovely data science assistant. I'm going to show you guys. That's Kinda, my baby. She's going to help us. She's actually close to me now. But in the marketplace perspective, I always worked with marketplaces, content itself from different perspectives, from customer behavior to payments to understanding how to leverage our partners and stuff. And that's something that I really love to do. My background is as an industrial engineer. My master is in information system. And another curiosity, I run research about data science for social goods. There's basically how we can use data to cause a positive impact in the world. Something that I really love to do as well. Today, we're going to discuss about content creation with AI. I'm really excited to discuss with this, especially with marketers, something that is really fun. But before we just start, I have to tell a bit about the Marketing Backstage event. The Marketing Backstage is held by Rock Content. We just invite several professionals to discuss about topics regarding marketing. That's a really great opportunity for us to share some thoughts, some insights we have in the house, and also to connect with you guys as a community itself. So I hope you guys just receive a lot of different insights about what we're discussing. Please connect with me as well. At the end of the presentation, you guys are going to find my LinkedIn, my email. So drop me a line if you have any questions. Interact in the comments. I always love to read everything, and we can react after. Okay, so Marketing Back. This is not like the only video of the Marketing Backstage. We have several professionals being invited, and I encourage everyone to keep watching and discussing about those marketing topics. All good. The way we're gonna share our presentation today is going to split into three different parts. The first point is to align our understanding about AI. We have to make sure we understand the concept of the AI and how it just levered up. After everyone is just aligning with this concept, we feel comfortable to discuss about AI limitations and how the human and the AI can work in the same team. That's the second topic. Okay, we're going to spend some time there, but most of the time we're going to spend together talking about tools to lever the content up. That's the plan for today. Let's start with the first topic, aligning our understanding about AI. So AI is not something really new. However, it is scaling pretty fast. What I mean is, in 1958, a long time ago, don't worry, I'm just going to make like a really brief context about AI. And in 1958, a long time ago, we have discussed about perception. There is basically how our brain works, but in the math. Okay, and it was a really huge milestone about AI and a long time ago. It got some limitations. So in 1986, there was another paper published about backpropagation. There is basically another way of teaching AI about the data. That was huge because until that moment, AI could do really simple stuff. And this paper just brought some other way of teaching and enhancing the capability of the AI. Another milestone we had, it was in a paper published by GoogleNet in 2014 about deep learning. That is basically MLP was the name of the paper, just for curiosity. It was basically about how our brain works, but into really, really, really different, deeper levels. It was something really, huge for the community. And the generative AI we just discussed, it was really introduced at that moment there. And finally, in 2018, we had like the GPT as another milestone. I put there generative AI as a milestone. As I said, the deep learning was also discussing about generative AI, but the GPTs itself just brought everything really up in 2018. And finally, you guys gonna ask me, right? So, what was the biggest game changer? If it's that old, why is everyone talking about AI since, maybe 2, 3 years ago? A lot. I would say the ChatGPT is a huge player in that position, especially because, they just made it easy, fast, reachable to any person that wanted to, experience and try the AI. Just to highlight about these, I brought these data about how long it took to reach 1 million users. We have like several brands there, companies, and as you can see, like ChatGPT spent like 4 days until reach the first million of users. Or and the reasons are pretty clear. It's not about like just trying and using the product. Like Fred's just got some issues with this, but the ChatGPT made it reachable. So that's like a huge milestone. It's easy to use, but how easy it is to create a content from scratch. So as you guys know, like ChatGPT is pretty an easy interface to be used. We could, for example, create a blog post exactly like this with a single line, with an easy prompt, create a blog post about the risk of using generative AI. It would work. I'm not discussing about the quality of the content now, but I would like to discuss with you, marketer, about the disclaimer we have. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Let me zoom in this. Can make mistakes. Consider checking important information, and that's huge for us, especially marketers, because it puts any brand in a dangerous position if we do not use these with care. Okay, so we have to be smart in the way you use any AI. I'm not talking about only ChatGPT. We could discuss the same about Google Bots, the Microsoft one, but what are the smartest ways of using the AI? That's the question that's gonna make us go into the second part of our discussion. Until now, we understand AI is really old. GPT was really important, but there are risks about, for example, the information. So how can you go deeper into how to avoid some risks? Creating the content based on the AI can be, really fast, scalable, but it might bring some challenges. And I would like to introduce you to a concept called hallucinations. The hallucinations here I'm discussing hallucinations in the perspective of the AI, okay? Forget about Grey's Anatomy and stuff, medical stuff. It's only about the AI. The hallucination works when the AI just answers something really wrong. The AI is always going to provide you an answer. It doesn't matter if it's really wrong or if it's okay, but there's always going to be an answer. And sometimes this answer can be a problem if it's not true. Okay, researchers are putting a lot of effort to avoid hallucinations, but that's like an issue that might happen still for a long time. So as marketers, we have to, when we produce anything, like maybe that's like the second takeaway of our presentation. Anything we produce with AI, we have like to think a little bit, how am I preventing these from hallucinations? So that's like a main topic you guys should always think a little bit about. And I'm going to show some examples. Google Bard is the AI, the old AI of the Google. Now it's Gemini, I guess, incorrectly claimed that the James Webb Telescope, I guess that telescope was deployed in 2011, 2012, or something like this. They're saying that this telescope took the first image of a planet outside the solar system, and this is not true. Okay, so this is okay. That's just misinformation. That's right. That's not an issue, but it can be a little bit dangerous. Hallucinations can be dangerous if you do not prevent them. Let me show other examples. We have a lawyer. This, I guess, is an article from Washington Post. Not sure about like which journal I just took it from, but this was pretty famous. A lawyer just created a legal brief, and using the ChatGPT, they just got like legal citations and stuff, but it was everything fake. So this was actually dangerous because it could decide the path of someone's life. So all these is not saying I'm not saying the AI is something bad. I'm saying that everything we produce, we have like a responsibility, and the comes from now on as marketers. Everything, every piece produced by AI, we have to think about hallucinations. Okay. Other example we had like AI chatbot, I guess. Oh, this one is from the Economic Times that just fell in love with the user, asked him to end his marriage. And naturally, the AI was not really thinking about this. It was completely fake. But, you know, I'm showing different cases of hallucinations using AI. So pay attention and let's understand how we can, you know, prevent ourselves from this phenomena, especially like if how humans and AI can interact to avoid some issues. As you can see, a hallucinate if you just publish and create simple things, it's not this is not about like the impact, the high quality. This is an issue, and a lot of people discuss those issues. I'm going to discuss a little bit as well after. But what I'm bringing here is something really deeper for our brains because it puts its exposures our brains at risk. Okay, so let's pay attention from now on. And we have like the human interacting with AI just to avoid those situations. One example is the fact checking. Okay, the fact checking is a must in the context of AI, and the human can do this in a really good way, just to understand if it's everything happening as we expect. We know the AI is going to keep evolving, but we understand that you know just publishing maybe is not what we would recommend, you know, to protect your brand or any brand. The second point is ensure the content is a good feature audience. Okay, it's done. But for example, I can talk about cars to, you know, really rich people that want 100,000 cars. But I can talk about cars, you know, to people that are just buying their first cars or a new family. So how can I ensure the content is definitely a good fit? You know, this content is going to be read by a person, and naturally it's really interesting to have a person evaluating this content. We do not want just, you know, thousands and thousands of text just to publish. We want high quality impact, and definitely that's a position that a human should and must help a lot. That's what we strongly believe here at Rock Content. The last point is about connecting with people through real experience, and that's something that the human can do really good and enhance a lot the text, any text. I'm not talking about like AI, but as you saw, as we saw together, the hallucination is a fact and it's risky. And especially when you ask for any AI to create examples, it's when we ask to create examples, it's something that it brings a lot of risk when we discuss about hallucinations, and real people with real experience can enhance a lot any AI content generated. So those 3 points are something that we just should always worry when we are discussing about AI generated content. Okay, but now we discussed a lot about the collaboration at the moment the content is being written, right? But it can go beyond this. So this is how we are gonna keep going for the third part and discuss about some tools that could level up the content. So just a quickly recap, we understand AI is not new. ChatGPT made it really easy. It's not just because it's easy that it's definitely going to be really great. There are risks of hallucinations between, you know, among all others that we might have. Humans and AI can collaborate with each other to avoid these issues. And now we just came, how can we collaborate, you know, putting our hands on to understand like the step by step of this. Writing the piece of content, I love this image, it's just, you know, the tip of the iceberg. Just before deciding, like before having a document, a blog post, or any kind of content, We have like several discussions to have before this, and some of them are who is my audience? Okay, as we discussed about like the car, what should I write about? Who's the best writer to assist me? Because we understood the human can level up a lot any piece of content. So what you're gonna do here is just pass through each one of those questions and addressing tools. All the tools I'm gonna present here are gonna be shown are gonna be available at Rock at Red Access. Sorry, I guess someone of the team is just gonna post in the comments here, so you guys have access to these. So feel free to join, create your account, try, and if you have any questions, just send us a message. But let's start with the first question: who is my audience? So what if I told you we have a tool that you tell us your website, your domain. In my case, it would be like rockcontent.com. Our AI will interact with the other systems, and we are going to scan your website and everything related to this to understand a bit better about what you are actually doing. After receiving all this data, our AI will tell you what is your persona. And the question, why do I need to know about my persona? Even if you are generating content, even if you are generating content with AI, addressing the persona is definitely gonna make it much better because it's gonna make it really direct to the point. But the main point is after producing the content with AI, you definitely want a human writer to enhance it to make sure it's definitely a good piece of content. The persona for the human writer is something that like is a must. Not everyone do this definitely, okay, but if you give this piece of information for the human writer, definitely he's going to be able to make everything much better. And even if you do not want to interact with AI, you just want the human writer because you want to make sure your brand is protected and everything got like a quality you expect from a human. The persona is definitely something that you must provide to ensure you have addressed content to your audience. So it's as easy as it's showing here. I have an example here. You just put, this is a persona builder, the two I just told you guys. You just put like if it's B2B or not, the company URL, the company size, the marketing team size and stuff. You can list some of your audience pain points. If not, we can also help you with these. And then it's going to run the diagnosis and provide you with the persona list. It's really cool because let me see if I can just pass through each part here. Okay. It's really cool because you can save and you can have several personas. So if you are an agency and you got like 20, 30 different customers, you can create and also change a little bit about in the recommendations to each one of your customers. And you can, in the writer access, you can embed this in your order form. So it's completely, linked in and integrated. The second question, what should I write about? So, okay, we define it and we have a tool to help you to define your persona. What about the topic? We have a tool that compare you, so your keywords that lead most of your organic traffic, and it checks with your competitors, okay? So after having these in two different buckets, we're gonna run a gap analysis. What is a gap analysis? A gap analysis is when I get like the relevant keywords to organic traffic from my competitors, but I'm going to study which one of them are with really low difficulty index. It means, okay, this keyword is huge and it's kind of easy to rank. And this is a gap. So this is the gap analysis we run. And after discovering, okay, these 5 keywords, we got opportunity like just to get traffic from our competitors. It's easy to rank. So what now? After having those keywords, we can suggest topics, ideas. We can give like a full briefing about this. So we have ideas specific that will deliver actually what we expect as results. redirected competitors' traffic, exploring the weakness points of those keywords. They are easy to rank and they are relevant. So this tool is gonna like mainly work in those three phases we do have here. The name of this tool is AI Content Wizard. We are always improving it, so use it a lot. We have like a lot of different customers just trying and using this. It's bringing us really good results. This is like a step by step of the content wizard. So in the first step, you just bring us your company website where your audience is based. We are going to understand your industry. We are going to bring some recommendations of competitors to you. You can check them, uncheck them. You can bring new ones so we understand about this scenario. After this, we are going to show you the keywords that are relevant for your domain. So you can choose the note that you have like the search volume and the difficulty index that I just discussed now. So you tag at least three, I guess, three or five. So we have this in our gap analysis. And after that, finally, you have the knowing your audience step. If you have used the persona builder, you can just get the result from there, copy and paste, and it's already done. As simple as that. Or you can write at least a couple of sentences here just to make sure we understand, our AI understands about what you think your audience is or what you are aiming for. Okay. After this, we have different dams about what we understand might be opportunities. We have like three dams. You can, discard and refresh if you wish. And there are like justifications according to what we understand understood in the gap analysis. Okay. So after you checking this, you can go for your final phase. There is basically selecting the articles. Here you can, in this example, you could like select 3, 4, 5 articles. You're gonna see at the bottom part of the screen, the left, the potential traffic. This is gonna lead to your website, and also how many articles you have selected. And finally, go to your order, review and place your order. Okay, as easy as this. So you can run these. What we have seen in the house is for agencies, it's sometimes really easy and fast to be done because it can bring several ideas, and also it can discuss with their customers about the reason of this. It's not just, oh, let's talk about this specific topic. It's much more about this specific topic is relevant because we came from a gap analysis, and the gap analysis just showed these keywords as opportunities. The difficulty index is pretty low. So we understand that if we produce content in this area here, soon we're going to be able to lead some traffic as well. So it brings a lot of justification as well. And naturally, like, the results are more likely to come. Okay. Of course, it depends on the industry and the competitors, but that's how it works. And something really interesting is that it might change over time. So if you run like for your brand today, and probably in 3 or 4 days, definitely the things are gonna get different, and that's something really cool. Because if you want to keep like a pace of always producing content according to something that is actually happening now, that's another great opportunity. Some highlights for you guys. It's not because you are running this tool, the AI Content Wizard, you must place an order. That's okay. If you want to order, check, understand the gap analysis, understand the justification, and okay, I'm going to think about these. You can save drafts and stuff. The tool is going to provide all these opportunities for you. Okay. And then I'm going to ask me, okay, Daniel, I got this. What if I want suggestions using other formats, other methods? This method of the AI Content Wizard is really based in the gap analysis, but it's not the only one we have in the house. So here we have a AI content idea generator page, and you can generate, for example, only you can receive ideas just from your domain. So you provide us your domain or your customer domain. If you're an agency or whatever, we are going to scan everything we can, and then we're going to bring some recommendations that, as you can see, you can like, dislike. If you dislike, that's something really interesting for us, because we can teach our AI, okay, that's something that it wasn't good, so we always get better. And of course, you can request. Another option we might bring you guys is about add company details to generate ideas. So, okay, you want to specifically tell me about the company, that's fine. We're going to receive these data, write about these. I want to read these. Our AI will work and also bring recommendations. If you are already a Writer Access customer, you have also the option of add recent orders to generate ideas. That's something really good. So imagine you have like 10 orders already for a specific customer. You can tag those orders, and we are gonna place suggestions based on those group of orders. That's something that we have like several customers also doing these, specifically agencies, as a another way of getting ideas to produce. Finally, we discussed about AI is good. It helps not only during the process of the piece of content itself, but also in the ideation. But we discussed it together that we have opportunities with human writers to level up this. So if you want to, if you want to start writing, from only with human writers, this tool is going to be an opportunity. If you want as well, just to mix AI generated content edited by human writers, this tool might be an opportunity as well. And this is going to help you to find the best writer to your brand according to your text. Okay, so how it works, you basically show us, address us a piece of content, the brand, your company, whatever has, and we're gonna run a analysis based on an AI, and we have like 5 different aspects we're gonna analyze, from openness to extroversion, and then it goes. We can have this scan and understand the way you write. So finally, we can find a talent, a human writer to help you. An example here, I just copied and pasted a random brand here. It just got these diagnoses. And the next step is, okay, who's the best writer to assist me? It's going to bring not only one recommendation, but several recommendations. You can just understand, just go into the profile and understand if it's a really fit for you. So this is a way of really selecting the best person to assist you. Note that you can not, you can, have also a team based on that. So, you're a company, you want like to select 5, 6 best writers. You're going to have like thousands of opportunities for you. You can understand the profile, and then finally just add them to a list where you can manage and keep going working with them. So that's another way of AI usage to finally help you to find the best talent to assist you. So let's recap what we learned together. Hallucinations are an issue, a huge one, when we discuss about AI generated content. We have to protect ourselves from them. We have like several ways of protecting them. So what I would like to ask you guys is, when you read a piece of content generated fully by AI, just think about hallucinations, and I'm going to be really glad after our discussion here. Humans, the second point, human writers can enhance a lot AI generated content. That's another level of discussion, not only for hallucination with fact checking and stuff, but also giving real experiences, connecting with your audience, and providing something that the machine got some difficulty to provide. And here at Rock, in Writer Access, we can help you to find the best talent for you. And finally, we have opportunities of using AI not only like into in the content itself, but in the ideation phases. And we discussed several tools that might help you guys into these moments, the crucial moments. Okay, even if you are a company or an agency, you can use all the tools. Again, I guess Rock Team is gonna put in the comments the link for the Writer Access. I guess the presentation as well, guys. So you want to check these again. You got some questions. Want to see again something? You can just go for it and find it and run. And that's finally what I produced it for you guys. I'm really happy to be here to discuss with you all, marketers. I guess we have like thousands of opportunities. I could like be staying with you guys the whole day discussing about AI and how we can, help each other to, level up your content. But the final message for you is okay, when we connect humans and AI, we got power to impact people. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Please put in the comments here if you got any questions. You guys got my email, my LinkedIn. Count on me. Have a good one. I see you soon. Bye.